it was the end of the process, tons of companies have substituted that for
Well,
questionnaires and tests instead. While the questions might vary, most of these kinds of
there's a lot
tests
of these
are pretty
lines in
similar.
me.
Some of them might ask you about what you would do in an imaginary situation,
Oh,
supposedly
they
to
just
test your
killed it.
critical thinking.
No.
Others
Oh,
ask
there
the
we go. They're
collective
turning it.
questions where
They're
you can either
pulling it
lie,
back right
give the
now.
obviously correct answer, or be honest.
So the police and the military have these microscopic, I don't know, you can't call it microscopic because they got a little bit of girth to them, but they have these cloaked silk lines, I like to say. I've given them silk lines because, like, when you feel it, it's like microscopic, but like it's. Here's my cat. But it's like it's so thin. It's so thin. It feels like a silk line, like something like a spider would make. But it's thinner than what a spider would make, and it's like stretchy, really, really stretchy. So I could take 2 points, spread my arms as far apart as I can, and it's still got lots of stretch left in it. I don't know how it's able to do that, but I'm pretty sure this is like classified military technology, probably. And I probably have fucking hundreds, if not thousands, of these lines running through me. They got it running through all my body. I got them coming out of like every orifice of my body. And yeah, so I'm physically connected to military technology. And they keep passing these fucking lines. Hey, Mew Mew. They keep passing these lines. Can't see it though, eh? Oh, a little bit, maybe. See, they're hurting my cat right now. Oh my god, I think my cat's dying. Oh my god, I think my cat's dying. Ariel? Okay, oh, she's not. Oh my god. They have my cat connected. I have this over my mouth because they keep putting something under my nose and it smells pretty fucking awful. It smells like nutsack, so I hate that. I don't like that smell. So I have to keep this on my face at night because they'll just fucking keep this shit under my nose all day long. Follows me everywhere I go. The shit will stretch forever, apparently. This thing will like circumference the globe and still be stretchy. So like they fought. This is why I'm followed everywhere I go. They have to keep their equipment on me, or in me for that matter. And it's a government conspiracy. So the military is working very, very, very closely with the police and apparently the mafia too. So there's, and they're all transhuman. So they've all been transitioned into transhuman people. They got sophisticated technology in their bodies that allows them to communicate via synthetic telepathy. So we don't need radios anymore to communicate. The military doesn't want you to know that. But that's how the police, the mafia, and the military all communicate now, is synthetic telepathy. And I don't know. I don't know if they're connected to like as I. I don't think they're connected as I am. But see, they hear my cat. They're hurting my cat. And I'm pulling it out of her nose. So here's my cat. She doesn't look very comfortable right now. Mm, she is the best. That's up her nose. See how she does that with her eyes? Because I'm stretching it, so she feels that. She doesn't like it too much. See? She's reacting to it. This is my world right here. So yeah, they like to put shit under my nose for me to smell. They like to they can make it move around, and like they had it up my nasal cavity, and I was like pretty much standing on my toes because it was being pushed up, and there was nothing I can do about it. So they have very sophisticated fucking technology, and they all communicate just by thinking, which implies that they probably have a hive mind. What else? They're responsible for all the gang stalking. They're teaching it to university students. So gang stalking is real. It's not a mental health issue. The hospitals have been protocoled into thinking that this is a mental health issue because that's what the government wants. So the government is teaching all our doctors that gang stalking is a mental health issue when it's not. It's a real issue, and it's a police military partnership that that I believe like started this whole thing. Like really, this all stems back to like the CIA. Really, like it stems back to a CIA program, MK Ultra. It never stopped. So they put me down. They call me names. They do it every day. They to the point where they got sick of doing it. 4 straight years, over 1,000 days. It's pretty brutal. I'm still here though. Thank God. Thank you, God. Thank you, Creator. I thank the Creator every single day of life that I get because I don't know if they. Well, yeah, they did because they did this. That was at work. That was. He's now a supervisor for the company I used to work for. I was supposed to get buried in 900 Bay, which is a government building. It's all police. Um, and that's where I was supposed to get buried. I got hit in the head here, and it's really fucked up that they were able to convince my coworkers to go along with this. They did it twice. Um, they set me up with the mafia. I'm pretty sure. COINTELPRO. I was working for them for a while. They're signing my paychecks until a Jewish mafia don came around. No, bilingual. I'm a Frenchman. A Frenchman. Um, which is not what I would expect from a Jewish mafia don, if that's what he is. That's maybe what they tried to portray to me, because a lot of it has been a show. Like Mr. Big, like it's kind of like a Mr. Big, but it's like a lot worse than a Mr. Big. So they set me up in this unit. They set me up in this apartment. Um, and there's like really wicked bad damage to this place, like all that water damage. So yeah, I'm screwed. So like I'm pretty much at their fucking beck and call. Like I'm essentially theirs. Like I'm connected physically, and it's all through me. It's everywhere. I've got so many lines coming through me right now that are coming in through my feet and coming out of my orifices and maybe going up to the unit above me because they're coming from the ceiling. And this fucking thing, I just had it in my hand. This fucking other string, this other silk strand is coming, it's going in behind my bed and going into the floor below me. So they have it set up where the units above me and below me are for them. I'm aware they said they're trying to say that there's somebody that lives above me, but like whoever that person is part of this, and they have recruited several people in this building to do that. I have gangsters that are intimidating me outside my apartment, and I do feel threatened. They keep telling me they're going to kill me. I deal with death threats pretty much every day. Um, and the police, because they own and run everything, they're not going to move me. They're going to sit down with my workers and say, yeah, we can't move this guy. So it's quite the psyops that they're running on me. Um, it's a psyops. It's more than a psyops. They did try to kill me 8 separate times, so. I survived kidnapping attempts. I survived getting stuffed in a dump truck. Um, Came very close to that, though. Assaults, overdoses, that's another one. So the police are intentionally overdosing people, homeless people who are on the streets, ones that have criminal records, the ones that are problematic and addicted. They're driving up the overdose deaths here in Canada, and this is countrywide. So every major city, they have the cops working with military attaches, and I don't know about the neural monitor and stuff, but or maybe not in small towns because there's not enough going on in small towns. All the messed up people are always in the cities, anyways. And I guess I'm one of them if I'm targeted like this. But it's because I have charges pending up north, and I believe that's why they have these silk lines. So they've drawn bodily fluids from me. I've watched it with my own eyes get brought up the line into the unit above me, which is for the police. Same thing with the unit below me. It's always empty. Empty. LPM management is a front. They are well aware of what goes on in this building and who's doing it. They've tried to tell me that this is a mafia building, but that would imply that the mafia and the police are working together. But the mafia, the police, and the military are all one organization. And that's the American military industrial complex. So I'm dealing with very wealthy people. They're all very rich. My gang stalkers, they're all loaded. Like university students, you gotta have money, and if you want to get into university. So like I'm dealing with rich people, and they're fucking with the one up my nose right now. So like they have these worms, like these silk lines, but they're worms. Like they have. It's about the size of, because I'm pretty sure that's what that is. It's about that big. I have a really big one in my foot. There's a lot of small ones too, though. So their plan is to slowly kill me. And I'm too strong-minded for them to drive me crazy, to break me psychologically. Because that is their goal of theirs. Their goals, essentially, is to make people kill themselves. That's like the ultimate goal for the police and the military, is they want to convince you that you need to kill yourself, or they want to make it so bad that and so hopeless that you want to kill yourself. And because they're taking bodily fluids from me, like they're setting me up for something. I'm probably gonna go down for something serious, and it's gonna be a complete setup, like they set me up in this apartment. So yeah, a lot of their work now is done in plain clothes. I would say about 90% of all police work is done in plain clothes. Um, Very casual. They need to blend in to make it look like they're just out, they're your neighbor out for a walk, out on cycling, out jogging, driving. But they certainly have they have it set up here so they can get the neighbors, like the buildings adjacent to me, and they're on my heart right now. So I gotta grab it like that. So there's this like tube worm thing that they can spray shit in through, and it will spray onto me. I don't know what they're spraying me with, but I'm assuming they're poisoning me. I'm finding bleach in my bottle. Like I smell bleach in my water, which is fucked. Sorry, you're gonna see me do this because they can latch onto your heart. Like I don't know if they figured out the fourth dimension. They very well may have. But it's hard to believe. And I know a lot of you people are not going to believe anything I say. But I have no reason to lie. It's my life. They have it. It's in their hands now. Fuck. Well, the best I can do is to document everything to the best of my ability. And to keep making videos and posting them to YouTube. Oh, they're back on my heart. Fucking assholes. So, like, I pulled. Oh, it's behind me. It's on my back. So I could throw this thing around. It's like very light. It kind of floats. It's like an invisible worm. And once it latches onto you, your muscles start to tense right up. And you can't do anything about it. It just tenses your muscles up. So when they put it over your heart, you feel it over your heart. And it's weird because like they could do these weird vibration things. I don't know if like they're fucking with my biofield as well. And the healthcare industry, everybody in the healthcare industry gets so uncomfortable when I mention that they're fucking with my biofield. They don't want you to know about a biofield. Everybody should be taught that in school, but they're not teaching it in school. We have a DNA generated electromagnetic. Okay, there's an extra strand on your DNA. Everybody understands that there's 2 strands to your DNA, but there's a third one that is electromagnetic and it's DNA generated. So it's unique to you and you alone. And they can fuck with that. And it's all frequencies and vibrations. It's all done on certain frequencies and it's all done with vibration. That's how they're able to move in the fourth dimension, I believe. But as much as they want to hurt me and kill me, which they've tried many times, I'm taking away a lot of out of this. I'm thinking all the time now. As of before, I was kind of oblivious. I don't know. I was just not awake. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. But like woke, right? Like I wasn't woke. Now I am. And it's never too late. I don't care what anybody says. It's never too late to try to be a better person. Like, like I live by the 7 teachings. And hence the orange. I'm always gonna rep orange anyways. But yeah, it's the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with in my life, aside from my childhood. And I do believe everything that happened in my childhood actually helped me prepare for what I'm dealing with today and what I've been dealing with from the police for the last 4 years. And they're getting away with murder, guys. They're putting bodies in the landfill. That's what they tried doing with me. They work with the mafia, which is really fucked up. I know the cops are watching my phone. They watch everything I do. They're not doing anything. They're waiting for me to fuck up, I guess. Or they're setting me up, which I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. They're setting me up for a crime I'm not going to commit, or I won't be committing, but they're going to set me up for it because they took my bodily fluids, and that can be placed on a crime scene. I fear for my partner's life. I fear for my cat's life because my cat's connected. And I'm very much afraid, but like I've gotten past the fear. Like I worked my way past the fear because it's a very scary experience. It sucks being gang stalked by like literally thousands of people. And I just keep thanking them for their service, really, because they're all cops. It's all cops. That's the police aspect of it. Apparently the torture aspect's the mafia, but I don't believe that. But I do understand that the mafia is watching me, and they do very much want to kill me. So, COINTELPRO. Someone's playing both sides. And I believe Israel bridged that gap between the police and the mafia, because we send all our police there, and they come back mafias and transhuman. So they send all the police officers to Israel to become transhuman, and then they send them back to Canada. And that's when they pick up on the synthetic telepathy, and they communicate, and I don't know if they're all they have to be neurally monitored if they're communicating via synthetic telepathy. Like the only way I can describe it is a hive mind. The fusion centers, there we go. Fusion centers. I have 2 perpetrators who sit in my head all day long. They've been sitting in my head for over 4 years now. A husband and wife. I do believe it's military. I think that the man's a very high-ranking military official. Though they've always claimed to be mafia. I've never believed it. I never believed it. But they could very well be. Who knows? They never showed themselves. I do believe I know who they are. Well, who my one perpetrator is. I believe I've seen her before. It's a man and a woman, right? I call them Karen and James. And I've had gangsters come here referencing James. And I'm just like, okay. And so you work for the police too? Right. Because every time I step outside, all I see is the military and the police. I'm surrounded by military. I'm surrounded by police 24/7. And they're running a PSYOPs. They're running a Mr. Big. They're running a fucking MK Ultra. They're running a COINTELPRO. They're giving me the whole works. Everything. Every single thing. And they play both sides. The police do. I've when they first started to torture me physically with these strings, these silk strings that I was completely oblivious to, I was unaware of it. I had this sneaky suspicion that they had something like that, but I was thinking it's like a fishing line. But this, it's so thin, you can't see it, but you can feel it. And it's stretchy out. They're pulling it up. So this is me not doing anything. Like my arm is lax. They're pulling it up. Irrelevant. I'm not even going to say what they said. I wonder if I picked up on that on camera, though. Maybe. Who knows? What I do know is they're never going to stop until my heart stops, until my brain ceases to function. I have a fear that they're going to desecrate my body and take some of my stuff, like my brain, and I feel like they're going to be taking my brain. Karen just said, yes, we are. So yeah, synthetic telepathy, voice to skull. Nobody else hears it. Synthetic schizophrenia is otherwise known as. Because you describe this to the healthcare system and they'll diagnose you as a schizophrenic. I haven't got that diagnosis because I'm not acting schizophrenic. I've never been a schizo. It doesn't run in my family. It doesn't. It's hereditary from what I understand it mostly. And I didn't inherit anything. I'm not schizophrenic. I know that for a fact. The voices are real, and you can tell that they're real because you can just tell, right? Anybody dealing with it knows what I'm talking about. And shout out to all you TIs out there, man. I hope you guys are making it. Check your feet. You may think they are warts, but they are calluses. The calluses from being in my foot for so long, like being in my body for so long. And yeah, it's right behind me. Like I still got it in my hand. I'm always playing with the lines. Once I feel them, I keep playing with them. I follow it, and it's coming from my ceiling. We've got these little holes in the ceiling everywhere, and that's them. And like going to staff and telling them, like, like I'm being tortured, like I'm being fucked with, I'm dealing with death threats, and nothing. So that's how I know LPM management is a front. Security's not doing anything. They laugh at me, in fact. So yeah, just another one of them rants. I'm probably going to say a lot of the same things over and over and over again because it's what they keep doing to me over and over and over and over again. MK Ultra, I guess. And they're playing with the line. There's tension. You can feel the tension when you grab something. You can always feel tension when you grab onto like a string or whatever. There's tension. And it's just really, really, really long. So it can go really, 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 really far. They took it easy on me today. They weren't so intense with the gang stalking. Sometimes they just have me completely surrounded. Like if I were to put a knife in my pocket and go outside, I will be surrounded by soldiers immediately. Immediately. I've done it once because I think my life is in danger. Well, they are trying to kill me, so I do have to keep a knife on me, I guess. Right? I mean, in Toronto, it's got to get a gun, right? But the way I'm being watched, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Well, they're doing it again. It's like I'm just relaxed. I'm not doing anything. I'm not moving. That's them moving the string. Anyways, till the next video, I guess. Keep up with the updates and stuff. Peace.